This video is all about data science versus data analytics versus AI, which can sound confusing at first, but by the end of this QuickByte, you'll know exactly how they are different. Welcome to QuickByte's Education. Today's QuickByte is all about data science, data analytics, and artificial intelligence, explained simply, quickly, and clearly. Let's get started. So here's the big question: what is data analytics? Data analytics is the process of studying data to understand what happened, why it happened, and what we can learn from it. For example, imagine a company wants to know which product sold the most last month. A data analyst would collect the sales data, organize it, clean it, and look for patterns. They might create charts, dashboards, or reports that help the company make better decisions. If you are a beginner in data analytics, remember this simple idea. Data analytics helps people understand the story behind the numbers. Now, what does a data analyst do? A data analyst works with data to answer business questions. They might ask, which videos got the most views? Why did sales drop? Which customers are buying the most? Or, what can we improve next month? A data analyst job usually involves working with spreadsheets, SQL, dashboards, charts, and reports. Some important data analyst skills include Excel or Google Sheets, SQL, basic statistics, data visualization, communication, and problem solving. And that last skill is important. A good data analyst does not just show numbers. A good data analyst explains what those numbers actually mean. That is why a data analyst career can be a great path for beginners who enjoy solving problems, finding patterns, and turning information into clear answers. Now let's talk about data science. Data science also uses data, but it often goes a step further than data analytics. Data analytics usually focuses on what happened. Data science focuses on what happened, why it happened, and what might happen next. For example, a data analyst might say, sales increased by 20% last month. A data scientist might ask, can we predict which customers are most likely to buy next month? That is the main idea behind data science versus data analytics. Data analytics explains the past and present. Data science can also help predict the future. A data scientist often uses statistics, programming, machine learning, and advanced models to make predictions or build smarter systems. That is why people often search for data scientist salary, data science careers, and how data science compares to a data analyst career. But salary is not the only thing to think about. The better question is, what kind of work do you actually enjoy? If you like reports, dashboards, business questions, and clear insights, a data analyst career may be a strong fit. If you like coding, machine learning, predictions, and building models, data science may be a better fit. Now, where does AI fit into all of this? AI stands for artificial intelligence. AI is about creating systems that can perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. That could include recognizing images, understanding language, making recommendations, writing text, detecting fraud, or helping a chatbot respond to questions. So here's a simple way to compare all three. Data analytics helps us understand what happened. Data science helps us predict what might happen. AI helps machines make decisions, recognize patterns, or perform intelligent tasks. Let's use one example. Imagine a streaming app. Data analytics can show which shows people watched the most. Data science can predict which show a user might watch next. AI can power the recommendation system that actually suggests the next show. See the difference? They are connected, but they are not the same thing. Now, if you are wondering how to become a data analyst, here is a simple beginner roadmap. First, learn spreadsheets like Excel or Google Sheets. Second, learn basic statistics like averages, percentages, and trends. Third, learn SQL because SQL helps you work with databases. Fourth, learn data visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI, or even simple charts. Fifth, practice explaining your results in plain English, because in a real data analyst job, communication matters just as much as technical skills. You do not need to know everything on day one. Start with small projects. Analyze your spending habits, track YouTube views, compare sports stats, study product reviews, look at weather data. The best way to build data analyst skills is to practice asking questions and using data to answer them. So, let's recap. Data analytics is about understanding data and explaining what happened. A data analyst turns data into reports, dashboards, and insights. Data science uses data, statistics, coding, and sometimes machine learning to predict what might happen next. AI uses data and algorithms to help machines perform intelligent tasks. In simple terms, data analytics explains the past, data science predicts the future, and AI helps machines act on patterns. And if you are just starting out, data analytics for beginners is one of the best places to begin. Learn spreadsheets, SQL, charts, basic statistics, and communication. Then, as you grow, you can explore data science, machine learning, and AI. Like, subscribe, and keep building your knowledge with QuickByte's education, one QuickByte at a time.